How's everyone doing? Did you have your fill of that Thanksgiving goodness? Did you get to enjoy all that Century King's worth of meals? Did do you feel enough strong like a buffalo in order to fight off those rival shoppers at Black Friday sales? Did you get that motorcycle you wanted, but then some guy tried to kick it into smithereens? Sadly, I am not the lawyer to insure you.
Are you tired of leftovers?
Send them our way.
Yeah, I'm looking a gift horse in the mouth. You don't want any more leftovers? People were fighting over my leftover stuffing.
That's
Apparently,
stuffing, you say?
my stuffing had so many people argue who's gonna take it, if I can give them something to take home, and I'm like, okay, I didn't know that I was that good at making stuffing.
One time I made a turducken. I finally was able to cross it off my list. I was able to cross it off my bucket list. And just for added measure, inside of the duck, I stuffed it even further with pork sausage. So that's 4 meats. 4 meats. I almost wish I had beef ribs to surround the turkey with, just so it could go the full Thanksgiving Sentai of pork, duck, chicken, turkey, beef.
I don't know. I think I just kind of went a little. I just know how to keep it moist, apparently.
Yeah. No, that's what you should, because believe me or not, nothing ruins a thing. Actually, 2 things ruin Thanksgiving turkey. One, when you make it too dry. The other, when you stuff it with something that should not be the stuffing.
Well, I always ask that question. I'm like, why do people who was it? Was it William H. Macy who they did an interview this year? That's what's one thing that you look forward to? And he's like, stuffing. I just simple, ordinary. I don't What do you mean you've made it better? What do you mean you've added olives and oysters? Motherfucker, just give it to me out of the bag. Make it juicy. That's what's important. I don't want to see no glitter, no fondant in my stuffing. Just give me my stuffing. I'm like, the man is a saint.
Yeah, I remember the first Thanksgiving I celebrated after having moved to where I live right now, which was 15 years ago, I'd say, maybe 16. I lost count. And no, I think it was 15 years ago. And I wanted to finally, this is the first time we're actually making the turkey ourselves, because normally we would be invited to someone else's house for turkey. This is our first time hosting. I'm like, I want to get a nice stuffing, not cornbread necessarily, but something realistic, maybe mashed potatoes and salsa, like handmade salsa, like you chop it up yourself, pico de gallo and all that stuff. Something realistic, nothing too crazy, something that's savory. And we go to Vallarta Marketplace. For those of you who don't know, it is a chain marketplace here where I live, where they focus on Mexican food. Sometimes you might find Salvadorian food, but it's mostly Mexican. And instead of listening to what I wanted to do, my parents got this weird green stuff. It's not avocado. I wish it was avocado, but it wasn't avocado, but it was some kind of weird green stuff. I don't even know what that stuff even was. And guess what? Nobody liked the parts of the turkey that was closest to the stuffing. They only liked the parts that were the furthest away. And color me unsurprised. Maybe you should have listened to the 17-year-old who's an actual gourmand. You know, that guy who's been learning how to make Chinese food since he was 13. That, you know, maybe you should have listened to that guy. No? Okay, fine. But you best believe when I started making real money, and by real money I mean minimum wage, but 40 hours a week, and I was able to get my own turkey by myself using my own money, best believe nothing goes into that turkey without my approval. And every time we made turkey, it was amazing because I was the chef.
Oh yeah, man. That's the only thing you're gonna eat that whole day anyway. So it's like, why would you screw it up?
Yeah. Yeah, no, it's like, even if like you're gonna have leftovers, and you always will have leftovers, at least make the leftovers, I don't know, edible, tasty,
Mm-hmm.
and if nothing else, recyclable for like food that you actually want to eat, like turkey salad sandwich or turkey pita sandwich or turkey rotisserie salad, something usable, or just nom on that extra leg, you know. More power to you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's all I have to say on the matter. Yeah.
All right. So very interesting set of episodes we had.
Yes. Yes, so we are here to discuss episodes 23 through 26 of Kamen Rider Black, which, let's be honest, we could have added the movie to that.
But you know what that would have done? That would have soured these episodes, in my opinion.
Oh yeah. Absolutely.
It would have soured them because it's like, okay, we got to start with this, and then somewhat entertainingly, like the rest of them are more entertaining than the actual movie itself.
Yeah.
I'm like, I was shocked. I'm like, how is this more entertaining than an actual film production?
Yeah, that's the weird thing.
Sometimes I wonder who was in charge in terms of a budget.
Yeah,
over there in Japan.
Yeah, but yeah, let's get right into it. Japan is weird sometimes, particularly with movie writing quality versus TV writing quality. At least TV's more consistent, but then you sometimes have to wonder: do they use a different writer for the movies?
That's a good question, honestly.
Because I know that for Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, the movie, it was not the case. They had separate writers from the TV show. And there was even like speculation of like, should we or should we not watch the TV show when we make the movie? And the thing,
I know that we haven't gotten around to doing the movie yet.
Yeah, we should.
We should, and
during Christmas season, maybe.
Yeah. But so I found out, and I'll go into more of this later. Apparently they had a hibiki moment during the production of that movie.
Oh.
So they did have director, they did have someone, but apparently, and I'm gonna have to go back and look into it, but apparently at least 80% through the movie, they changed directors. And the person who did it, apparently, just like with many, many great cinema, classics that have forever been engraved into the 90s zeitgeist. Armageddon, Deep Impact, Godzilla 98.
Mm-hmm.
Apparently they went with last minute, or like they just went with someone who didn't know jack squat between a tomato and a persimmon. You gotta know the difference. And kind of was just like, this is where you get that whole like, what if we took the mouth guards and the visors away from the helmets, because it's not really cool that we don't really get to see their facial expressions when they're fighting.
Talking about the Mighty Morphin movie, aren't you?
Yeah. Yes.
Oh, geez, because I remember that story, and it looked so terrible. It looked so terrible they put him back in.
There's a photo that went around this year about that, and I did talk to my boy Johnny about that just to verify. I'm like, hey, is this actually? And he kind of like, did that whole embarrassing laugh thing, and he's like, yeah. And I was like, so what happened? And by his words, he said, yeah, so we went and reshot a couple of things in the suits, right? No, yeah. And so apparently
very last minute.
Yeah, very last minute. And so this guy pretty much said remove the plate and the shot that was reshot first was the part where they had transformed and they were in the construction site fighting the Oozmen, and they did that. They did the whole thing, right? But he was like, dude, I swear, Jason, Frank, me, Amy Jo, all of us were just like, what the hell? Not to mention, like, they very barely, if rarely, they were ever in the suits, right?
Yeah.
So it's like, so the first time we see it, it's stunt people, fine, they're doing, but now you actually have to have them in the suits and doing all of that. And I'm like, wow. So getting thrown off. And then again, towards the end, it's like, that's why, again, while people did say something back in 2017 with the reboot, I'm like, well, here's the thing though, with that, at least they went the Ninja Storm Hurricaneger route of actually removing like the
entire thing. Yeah.
Instead of just like the visor and the lip area. Like if you had just removed this whole area, I would have given you a pass.
It wouldn't look as bad.
But I'm like,
because of the little like grill right there.
Yeah, but here's the thing about that. They did it, they shot it, and then apparently production, Fox and Saban found out about this. Oh, they were mad. Oh, they were upset. Everyone was like, this is stupid. And it's just like, again, the guy knew nothing. He knew nothing. He was like, well, yeah, fine. But I mean, it's the 90s, obviously, but.
And mind you, there were like episodes written for Power Rangers that are supposed to take place in Australia just in case if production lasted longer.
That was one of the things that was one of the things that Johnny actually confirmed with me, because remember, it's actual fact that during the production of that film, they stayed in Australia longer than they needed to.
Yeah, so much so that they had to write the show that they would be in Australia.
Yeah,
mainly we only saw the 3-parter for the wedding. But the thing is, there were contingent plans that they would write additional episodes where they stay in Australia for like 1 or 2 more episodes. And they did not air those episodes.
They didn't look good, also
in some cases they didn't.
It's also a thing of like, that is technically why Catherine Sutherland actually got a foot in the door. Remember, she actually tried to get on the movie. Didn't happen, but because they stayed longer, they're like, oh, well, maybe we could do something with her. Yeah. And wouldn't you know, Amy Jo would inevitably say, yeah, I'm out. I'm done with this. And
conveniently, Kat is gonna
Conveniently, this beautiful blonde girl who just happened to really want to be on this show, who is apparently one of Australia's top teen models, wishes to be on the show.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Well,
All right.
That's convenient that Amy needed to leave.
Talk about. Well, Amy had I think she said two more Saban promises before she officially left. But yeah, she was done with the show.
Yeah. Hey, Interstate 60, great film. She was barely in it, but it was still a great film.
Yeah.
I love the part with Kurt Russell.
The whole she's being kind of a whore type of thing, and then compared to the next movie she did was Susie Q.
well, again, my favorite scene was the one with Kurt Russell, the one where they're in that town full of druggies.
Yeah. All right. So
it was a fun movie, actually. I just recently got it on DVD.
We'll talk about that beating the hell horse movie soon enough. We will do that. Okay, so yes, Kamen Rider Black.
Episodes 23 through 26, where yes, these are also episodic, but they're not honestly for me, they're not as bad as some the previous couple of episodes were.
It again, it really kind of just puts things into you feel the full tonal shift of the show.
Yeah,
you really do, because what happens in these episodes, especially one episode, I'm like, that would never have happened in the span of 1 through 15. That would never happen. What are they trying to do here? It's like, it's kind of like, how when the first Batman movie with Michael Keaton came out, people were kind of worried and shitting on it and saying this,
because it was like, oh, Beetlejuice is Batman, that makes no sense.
He's not tall enough. He's not this enough. He's not and I'm just guy, girl, I don't care. But he did it.
That mindset did not leave the fandom because of the whole James Gunn versus Zack Snyder thing.
It has not left at all. But it's kind of there's a difference between Michael Keaton and Burton and then Adam West's Batman. This has gone the reverse. Instead of sticking with Burton's Batman and then leading into the animated series version of Batman, we went from the nitty-gritty dark to now sort of going back to the Adam West level of spoof and puns and corny levels. And I just kind of said to myself, what are we doing?
Honestly, the only corny character that should be in any Batman property, if there was ever one character, that's Alfred. And that's because he earned that right. It's like, Master, I've taken the time to draw you a bath. See? It's a drawing of a bathtub.
He's the only one that should be, as you said. And here it's a couple episodes ago, we got introduced to this world's Taki. Which I was like,
who only shows up for one episode?
Yeah,
well, 2, but we haven't got to the second one yet.
Yeah, I'm like, why? Why bring back Taki in a way that it's only for one episode? You guys are again, this is a reboot of the series, so
it's you say you're bringing back Taki, but let's be honest. You're bringing back Toko.
Yeah, you really didn't bring back what do you mean bring back? They was only in for one episode, and then I find out that he's gonna come back for maybe 1 or 2 more. It depends. I don't quite remember, but 1 or 2 more, and then that's it.
Yeah, episode 30.
So why? Why even bother bringing in a Taki supposed person? Because
please tell me you've done thorough research to explain why he doesn't show up ever again.
Yeah, they're other than not writing him in the script. like that was the thing. It's like apparently, like just from me looking into it, there was some with the tonal shift of the show, there was this whole bit of like, are we like, you know, well, hey, this is a reboot, and it's a reboot, then we should keep it to like, what the original show was. And then there are others that are like, come on, we got to do it like now and modern, and look at Devilman, look at Cutie Honey, look at the Evangelion. So many shows at this point were like anime live action were so nitty gritty. That's like, we got to do that. We can't be stuck in the past, like oh my god, heaven forbid that we like bring in the Kamen Rider Kids Club or the Kamen Rider Kids Corps.
Yeah, even in Super 1 there was a Kamen Rider Kids Corps.
Yeah, it's like, oh, heaven forbid we do that. Hold that thought.
Yeah.
Hold my beer.
Mm-hmm. You know what's fun? You know what's funny? Yesterday I was in the middle of a film production with a certain Toei employee. And it's not a Toei project, just so you know. And the entire time in between takes, all I can think about is, gosh, I do miss watching episode 24 of the original Kamen Rider. And I know you know why.
Mm.
Yeah, because it involves a certain character having a certain stainless steel shaft and doing what that shaft was supposed to do.
Mm. I mean, God. I mean, what else was? I mean, that's where I kind of tell you, like, and I've said before, like, it really depends how you view these next couple of episodes, like their tonal shifts, because it really is like, wait, what are you guys doing? What are you doing? Like, yeah, pretty much. So yes, episode 23.
23.
Marmot's magic power.
So what happens here is that we start off with a really sexy hook of a guy being haunted by a sentient bicycle.
Well,
it's not Battle Hopper's cousin. It's just a regular bicycle that's moving around by itself.
Yeah, this guy's a typical Japanese businessman who wound up just, again, being drunk and, like, you can't get a ride home. And apparently the bike, just like in that episode of Billy and Mandy, decides, after being kicked around, to actually go in a dark alley and give this guy an atomic wedgie.
We are a secret club because of our agenda!
I swear, I need more Billy and Mandy clips.
Yeah, no, we need that one where Spurg is getting dragged into the alley by the bike, when Mandy comes out getting her manicure. Yeah, so many times we could have used that clip.
I love the part where the Boogeyman episode where it's like, hey everyone, look, Grin's got a nuclear wedgie. Let's all laugh and point at his humiliation. The fact that he says laugh and point is probably the best part of that line read.
Yeah, well, going back to the episode, we wind up seeing that the guy bumps into a couple and then they get attacked by Christine's younger cousin, Crystal, from the Stephen King movies or from the book, whatever have you.
Oh, and yo, there was a Star Trek Voyager based on Christine.
That is true. There was a Voyager.
But yes, why is Christine attacking us? Well, it turns out there is a binary Allomeris mutant with where one of the two Allomeris heads has physical combat prowess, while the other binary brain has Esper abilities. And somehow, during a fight the next day, Kotaro manages to punt the Esper head right off its neck.
Yeah, so pretty much this episode is a Pokemon reference because they're Almanites. They're literal Almanites. And bless their souls. It also reminded me of that episode of Gokaiger, where you had the two brothers You know, one was the
yeah,
red
yeah,
ball,
yeah, yeah.
and one was
The
the
little
blonde.
older brother and the giant little brother.
Yeah, but it's like, no, these two are not sentient brothers. They literally are like just, you know, they form one singular being, but one's a fighting type and one's a psychic type. So take
You
that
know the whole little brother thing. That's been a trope since what's it called? Since Battle Fever J, because when they have fight like the human sized monster, that one's referred to as the big brother. But when they fight the giant version in the Battle Fever Robo, the giant version is referred to as the little brother.
Yeah, so it's a pretty old, you know,
Mhm.
it's an old reference, obviously.
Mhm. Yeah.
But yeah, so well, as you said, the Kamen Rider pretty much punted both of these separate where they go flying off, and we tune into a little boy going to his pet's grave to like leave him an offering.
So he's
Okay.
going to a pet cemetery and finds a psychic manifestation of ungodly proportions. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, someone was a fan of Stephen King here.
Yeah, and what's really weird is that the Esper Almanite kind of looks like Pepe from the Muppets.
Yeah, it does. I stared at it, was like, this is a Muppet, isn't it? This is a
Yeah.
straight up Muppet. But yeah, so apparently, well, yeah, the little boy finds it and takes care of it, obviously, because
and
he's
then
not an
and
apple.
because he takes care of it whenever he wishes for something, the Esper Almanite manifests it into existence, which is fine and all at first, but when he wishes to eat takoyaki and starts feeding it, I'm thinking to myself, wait a minute, are you feeding a mollusk to another mollusk? That
Well,
feels
look,
very, well, not cannibalistic, but
to humankind, yeah, it's animal, but again, you know, animals have been known to be
oh yeah.
cannibal. I mean, do you know that?
I'm curious if octopuses eat
Oh,
snails, because if they do, that's a nice role reversal. But otherwise, it's like, imagine a human eating a gorilla.
well, you know, when there ain't much food left, you know. But at the same time, what was I going to say? Um, yeah. So it's not crazy for like you know animals to do. I mean, people don't even know that chickens eat meat.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, chickens are not herbivores. People, chickens are omnivores.
Yeah, believe it or not, if we base it strictly on stages, chickens rank higher in the food chain than cows do. Don't be fooled by the difference in size. Chickens are higher on the food chain than cows are.
Yeah, there's a video of like apparently like a farm of chickens. I forget what died, but the chickens wound up like plucking the carcass nearly clean. So,
I've seen ants eat a pigeon.
but yeah, so
That's role reversal.
yeah,
And just to confirm, yes, octopuses do eat snails, so it is a role reversal.
uh-huh.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, so yes, apparently this little boy wants to keep the ammonite as its pet. And so far there's really no problem. I mean,
Except for some certain headless Almanite searching
yeah.
for his head.
See, the thing is that you know this is where I guess like okay, I get it, I totally understand it.
Mm-hmm.
You know, our fatherly priests over here are really stupid. You know,
Mm-hmm.
like they see it as a failure, so they're gonna kill the Ammonite. And here comes Madonna, here comes Bells, telling them that wait, why are you know he's not yeah, he got beaten, but he's not defeated. You know, he just needs some. So he gave him a new protective helmet. He's like, go and find your head and kill anyone who's like, that'll cause the damage and it'll cause the Kamen Rider to come out. Where were you in the fucking movie?
What the hell is that?
I know, right?
Where the hell was this Bells in the movie? Like, what? That's actually a good plan. So you're going to send the other one to go find its other half and then cause chaos and then cause the Kamen Rider to come out. And then you'll come in and then, like, not only will it have been distracted by the Almanite, but he'll maybe weaken him that I can get in and fight him.
Yeah. Yeah. Instead of running interference against your own teammate.
Jesus Christ. That was oh God. God Almighty. Like, where was this? Where was this in like modern day? Right, in that movie. Where was it? Where was it? Like, this is such like
the person writing the movie was like, I forgot which of the two villains was supposed to be the idiot. Was it the three mages or was it supposed to be Belgenia? I can't remember. I guess it was Belgenia since he's the odd one out.
Yeah, but yeah, no, they wind up going with his plan, I guess, and they wind up, that does go off without a hitch. We do get a random encounter of the little boy and the Kamen Rider of Kotaro, like, that thing's an evil thing, and you know what, Kotaro? How do you know that? So far, this thing has not been violent. I mean, it's given the kid everything it's asked for.
Yeah, like some properly cooked yakitori. So not yakitori, takoyaki. Fresh squeezed orange juice, not from concentrate.
Yeah.
The only thing missing is the Sudoku puzzle from the Hokkaido Times.
I'm like, seriously, like, how do you know it's a horrible? There's some times that maybe not all of them are bad people. But again, everything is so black and white to you. As a saying, how different are you from the priest? How different are you from any of these beings that choose to say that they're better? But yeah, we do actually get a confrontation between the Almanite upper body and the Kamen Rider.
And weirdly enough, his rider chop was enough for him to crack that egg.
And again, not the Almanite, but Bells comes in and tries to run interference, and he winds up hurting the kid.
Oh wow, he actually did something semi-competent.
He actually did something. I'm like, okay, is the kid dead? I don't know, because apparently the little Almanite got thrown back onto the body by force by Bells, and now we have the decisive battle between them, and then
and dare I say, the earth bending in this episode is slightly better than that of the movie. Yeah, the M. Night Shyamalan movie. I mean. The earth bending is better here.
Yeah.
Sure, it's a slow-moving rock, but at least, it only takes one person to move that rock slowly.
God knows why they did that. I really don't know why.
I'm going to be honest. Like, for me, that's probably the scene that broke me the most when it came to the Avatar movie.
But regardless, yeah, we wind up doing a rider punch and a kick and destroying the Almanite, causing the end. But what about the little boy? I guess
apparently the Almanite head used the last of its Esper energy to transfer its remaining life force back into the boy.
So you're telling me that Madonna over here actually killed the kid?
Or at least mortally wounded him.
We are not above killing children in this show.
Yeah. But hey, it's better than the alternative.
Came out and grabbed my mommy.
Now you know, dear, there's no such thing as monsters.
I don't disagree, but I'm like, you know what? I always kind of look at this whole thing. I'm like, you know what? I'm not really cool with having kids in these scenarios. Not because I don't want to hurt the kids. No, fuck kids. But it's like they always just seem to drag the episode, you know. And at this point, I'm like, there was a point where this kid was like, okay, yeah, no, I get it, I understand, but I never felt like what he was doing was hurting anyone. Everyone else was being a jerk. You know, wanting to take his Almanite friend, and you know, like, and I was like, dude, give the kid a chance. Come on, let him have his little. But no, and look what happened. The mutant, the Almanite, the enemy Kotaro saved the kid.
Yes, by sacrificing itself.
It is like, you know, mutants can't love, mutants can't. You know what, Kotaro? If this was an episode of X-Men, you would be seen as the bigot asshole.
We already have a name for that, and that's Masaru Kusaka.
Yeah, but again, it's like, nope. The kid actually was saved. He was actually saved, and apparently, because of it, he gets rewarded with a new puppy.
For some reason,
I guess it's just like, you know, because he wanted a friend. Like, all right, okay.
Well, let's hope nothing bad happens to Boomer.
Let's hope not.
Yeah.
And now, ending of that one, we go on to episode 24, a female college student's nightmare.
A creepy professor.
You know, I always ask that question, like, why is it they always do this? Is it just me? I'm like, you know, why always, you know, the college professor trope? At least this time. Well, no, this time they kind of have like a reason, but at the same time, it's like, all right, yeah, I think someone was a huge film fan here, because not only did you guys. But we also have an homage to a universal monster.
Yes, the creature of the Black Lagoon.
Yeah, so we see you know, couple of kids parked outside. They're parked, you know, just doing as couples do. And next thing you know, one of Guillermo del Toro's reboot monsters shows up.
Oh God, I hate that one.
You know, Del Toro, you really know what it is you're doing, but did we really have to go there? Really?
Stick to kaiju.
I really was like, yeah, I respect your work, Del Toro. I really do. But did we really need to go there? Did we really need to have this happen? I wasn't asking for it. I do like the visuals. I did enjoy that, but I'm like, what's this? What's going on?
Yeah, nothing of his work will ever be able to replicate the magic lightning in the ball that was Pan's Labyrinth, if I'm being completely honest.
Well, you know what? I only like the visuals. I thought the story was kind of stupid, especially the ending part.
Yeah, but
I mean, let's all be honest. You are an asshole dictator, and you've been completely tyrannical to all these people, and you want them as your last words to tell my son that his father, he will never know your fucking name.
That part I liked.
That part I was like, I liked, but I was like, you are that dumb to assume that they're gonna like talk about you in a good way. What? I'm like, wow, this general is so dumb. You were a tyrant. You were a dictator, an asshole. And yet
you
you're
could
like,
only save one of them. Save the child.
And I'm just like, yeah, but you request that they speak of you highly because that's your son. I'm like,
no, F you.
No, fuck you. You're complete trash. I'm like, yeah, no, that's roughly what I would assume would happen. But yeah, anyway. So we have it's called a coelacanth mutant. Where I see the coelacanth here, I don't know. You could have just called it a gill man or something, a fish creature, and I would have accepted it.
Yeah.
Turns out that this gill creature happens to be one of the professors in God, what's her name? Nobu's girlfriend, who barely has anything to do in this show. Like his girlfriend, yeah, this is her teacher. And apparently, y'all remember when this show actually had some cases of the Illuminati in it?
Oh yeah.
You know, like, hey, so if they have government officials and all that in there, so wouldn't they have like professors and other scientists involved here?
You think?
You think, right? You would believe so. And it's like maybe, but it's like so. Apparently, this guy, this teacher, is a part of them, but he uses some drug to suppress his mutation.
Mm-hmm.
Because again, it's like, you know, the three wise guys show up, and it's like, you know, see Relicanth, you must like that. And he's like, no, I don't. It's like, you know, if you don't give me my medicine, then I'm like, okay, first off, why would they give you the medicine?
Yeah, why would they?
Why would they? You are suppressing who you are. The drug is not that you don't transform. The drug is that you wish not to be one.
Mm-hmm.
So you willingly did this, but now you're like, I don't want to.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do we go anywhere with this? No. Not really.
No. It's almost irrelevant.
Yeah, it's kind of just like, yeah, you know, it's just one of those things that just happened to be.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, yeah, we just did that to try to build some type of, you know, external dilemma. You know, what does this go anywhere? Not really.
No.
Like same.
Do we wish it did?
Yeah, we do, because again, it sets it up like something happens in this episode that I'm like, what? So Nobu's girlfriend gets kidnapped because apparently, I guess the Illuminati is trying to make female mutants. I'm like, don't you guys already have that? How do you guys reproduce? How do you guys have more, or are you guys all self-sustained? I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, isn't one of the sages like a female mutant?
Yeah, isn't she a lady? Oh my god, it's a lady. Yeah.
Like,
so okay, I mean, I get what you're trying to do. I do. But so, what's the point of what is the point? Are we?
Good question.
Are we?
One we do not have an answer for.
No, we don't. But what we do get randomly, because again, this is a Kamen Rider show, we see one of the floorboards actually come up, and it's a kid.
Mm-hmm.
And this kid is wearing a gray sweater windbreaker. And on that windbreaker is the actual insignia for Kamen Rider Black. And
That's
I'm like,
interesting.
that I didn't know they had official merch.
I mean, to be fair, he did. It's not like he chose that logo. Like, to be fair, the original Kamen Rider logo, the one that Ichigo and Nigo used, Tachibana made that logo.
Yeah. But it's like, so. But in this case, it's like, wait, what? How do you?
It's a Gorgum logo, if anything.
Yeah, but they have it, and well, us be damned. We actually find out that there is a Kamen Rider Kids Corps, but not like how we know of it. Apparently, these kids are taken from the pages of Poppy Playtime. They're a bunch of experiments that they've been working with or on, and apparently these kids are like, yeah, no. We're fed up. We're tired of being lab rats. We're trying. So pretty much yes, it's the kids core, but they kind of taken up the moniker of the Sons of Batman. But in this case, it's the children of the Kamen Rider.
I forgot that Sons of the Batman were a thing. I know. It's Miller's work. I know it's from The Dark Knight Returns. I know he defeated those mutants. Oh, jeez! I just remade that connection. I feel stupid.
Again, that's why I said it's like this is really like a
Frank Miller's Kamen Rider.
It's a Frank Miller's Kamen Rider because really, in all honesty, it's like, well, what else could it be? What else could we have done here? Like, the kids pretty much are just, experiments that these assholes are wishing to do, but haven't gotten around to yet.
Mm-hmm.
And so they're like, but unlike the kids' core, they actually have guns. The kids are packing there.
That is so beautiful.
And it's not even just Nobu's girlfriend. Apparently, many other students have gone missing, and so Kotaro finds them and winds up saving them. But also, the kids help him out with, like, again, packing guns and whatnot. Then the coelacanth monster shows up, and he kills one of the kids.
Oh, dang!
He actually kills one of the kids. I was like, no, they didn't. No, we actually get to see it. The kid looks at Kotaro and says, please, my final wish is that you defeat Golgum.
That's crazy.
And he dies. They actually killed a kid in this show.
It's hard to believe, and yet there it is.
There it is. It's right there. It's like, we actually get to see him die. He actually went down like a soldier, and he tells everyone else, go, get him out of here, go. And it's like, and all the kids are carrying around their guns, like, this is straight up like out of like Ripley Scott's Aliens, like, hurry, get to the chopper. I know it's not. I know that's
Predator.
I know, but I'm just like, okay. I don't know how Bill Paxton would have made it sound like. Mm-hmm. We gotta get to the chopper, man. Yeah.
Game over, man. Game over.
Yeah. So obviously we have a battle between the Fishman and the Kamen Rider, and yeah, pretty much, as is a jump and a kick later. Winds up, and do we get any type of like wrap up between our main lady and the coelacanth? No. Do we get to see any type of like him chasing after her being? No. I thought you didn't want to be a mutant. Why are you fighting the Kamen Rider? Why did you kill that kid?
Question.
There really is no reason.
It's in my nature.
Yeah, there really is no reason for it. Then what the heck was this 5-minute scene about then?
It's just to tug at our heartstrings for no reason.
It just makes us seem like, yeah, shit has gotten serious here, people. Mm-hmm. We have gotten very, very serious right now. So, yeah. And that's it, other than, supposedly we now have a kids core. Have a kids core.
Beautiful.
Will the kids come back?
No.
That's a very good question. I don't know.
They won't.
I mean, I guess that's just a little homage that they had for like, hey, you guys remember the kids core in the original Ichigo? Like, yeah.
The thing is, remember that episode with the Hell Cram School? You could have made those kids the Kamen Rider Kids Core for this season.
You could have, but they didn't.
They didn't. This is the story of my life. in Kamen Rider Black. This is how they write the show.
Yeah. So let's see here. Next episode.
Mhm.
The Roaring Armored Mecha. So, here is our another Stephen King reference, because I guess we ran out of kaijin, and it's like, so what if we just used a sentient motorcycle?
Yeah, basically, this episode is a callback to episode 12 because there was that one scientist who made the road sector.
And who is this guy who created this bike? Was he a family member? Was he a former student of that man?
They never made that clear.
It's like, yeah, because I was like, yeah, this isn't the same guy. This isn't the same guy. But I'm like, but apparently they go in the whole schematics, but apparently this guy has it. And I'm like, how do you have those?
Yeah. Oh, we copied his memory.
And apparently Belgenia decides, I want a motorcycle too.
Yeah, it's not fair that the Kamen Rider gets one and I don't.
You know what? If I was to give Belgenia like a voiceover dub, you know who I would put him as? Let me see here. Oh God,
Vegeta.
No. That sounds too gruff. I'm going something.
Frieza?
More. No, I'm trying to remember the name here. Eric Stewart.
Ah, yes, Seto Kaiba.
Seto Kaiba and the original James from
Brock.
Pokemon. No, he also did James.
Huh.
He was also James. Like that level of speaking, Like that's what when I see Bells, I immediately think of Eric Stewart's version of James. From the original first season of Pokemon. He's that very like flamboyant, kind of like very shoujo-esque sounding prissy boy that like apparently he can do no wrong. But he's no James, I'll tell you that right now.
Nope.
He is no James.
Nope.
So there is no kaijin in this episode. There is no actual like anything to do with the Illuminati in this episode at all. It's pretty much Bells going around like, I think I deserve a motorcycle, but one that rivals the Spectre, not Battle Hopper.
Ugh.
So and again, I'm like, okay, yeah, both machines are very impressive, but why not have a sentient motorcycle that is more durable than this Belt? I don't, but I will seek out one of the world's greatest engineers to do it, and I will make him do it because I'll hold his family hostage. Okay.
Good luck with that.
Basic plan.
Basic plan.
Let me ask you why.
Because it'll make me look cool. I'll make it look like a white dragon with blue eyes. No, that's stupid. Make it black with red eyes. Ha! No one would suspect that.
Again, it just reminds me of like the early voices of James from Team Rocket, with him having this bike constructed, and I'm just like, you ever just wonder like where they got this stuff, and like, wait, why was that necessary? Why did you have to go through all that?
And remember again, Big Jets and Little Jim?
And again, this is the whole thing, like the level of Team Rocket shenaniganry here. Like, again, kidnap kid, kidnap wife, make them do. And then when you do get the bike, the scientist said it's not ready yet.
Mm-hmm.
it is still needing a couple more tweaks. It's only at 70% of its
That
overall.
will have to do.
And it's like if you just stall him for a little bit, I promise you will have but he doesn't care. He doesn't care because it's like
He wants the immediate results.
Yeah, and that's what causes the downfall pretty much. I'm like,
doesn't it always?
Why didn't you use Battle Hopper here, Kotaro? Why did we have to use the Spectre? Why did we have to do that?
Road Sector.
Yeah, because
shut up.
Yeah, because shut up.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so is the bike sentient? No. Is the bike packing some type of secret weapon? No. Then what is it? Just a motorcycle.
It has a heart.
Yeah, it's just a motorcycle. That's it. Bottom line.
Mm-hmm.
This ain't gonna end well, is it?
Nope.
No. Even so,
have you ever known it to end well?
I mean, it humiliates Bells. Like, he literally is like, such a pathetic piece of junk. It wasn't ready.
Dummy.
If it was ready, then I'm pretty sure you would have won.
What a digital dummy.
Oh my God. But again, not much happens here. I do kind of wonder who played Bells in the show in general.
Mm-hmm.
And I did find out it was an actor called Jimmy Yamada. And several works he's done. He's done a couple of voiceovers here and there. I didn't know what else he was apparently in Spielbahn.
Ooh.
Yes. And I was like, well, who the hell were you in Spielbahn?
Spielbahn.
What was the name of the priestess in that show?
I forgot. I haven't watched Spielbahn in years, and even when I did, it's only been like 3 episodes before Crunchyroll took it down.
The one with the big, like, disco ball dome on her head or whatever the hell.
Honestly, it sounds like you're talking about Rita Repulsa from what's it called?
Like second season of BR Troopers when they defeated
her. Yeah, I know what you're talking about. Yeah, that's from Scheider, dude.
Oh, sorry, that's yeah. So, yeah, that was him. That was Bells. That was not.
You're talking about Doom Master, who was played by TJ Storm.
No, not Doom Master. The female part, the priestess with the big old dome on her head, kind of Egyptian looking. That was Bells. That was Belgenia. That wasn't a woman.
That was a dude.
That was a guy.
Dude.
That was literally. Looking into it, the actor himself, like some people have said, he kind of reminds a lot. Well, he reminded me more so just of how he acts and whatnot as Ryusei, Ankh from Ols, a very like androgynous like person that could go into any character, and that's why when he was doing Belgina, I'm like, he is so feminine. He's giving Ankh vibes, like massive jerk Ankh vibes.
You know what's funny is that the current voice actor for Frieza, I swear, whenever like you see his real face do the Frieza voice, you swear that if they ever made an American version of Dawn Brothers, he should play the role of Sonoshi.
Are we talking about the recent voice actor?
Yes, that blonde dude,
Damon Clark. Yeah.
Yes. He would be such a dead ringer for Sonoshi if they ever made an American version of Dawn Brothers. He's got the mannerism, he's got the facial expression. It's like if you told me that was Sonoshi, I'd believe you.
I mean, if anyone decides to bring the Sentai series to America and say, you know what, let's not make Power Rangers, let's just dub the Super Sentai series.
Oh no, I mean if they did a live action American adaptation but used an American actor to play Sonoshi, this guy should play Sonoshi.
I mean, Damon Clark is actually, despite I don't follow drama. I don't follow any of the weeb tabloids. I do hear of them, but obviously, Christopher Ayers, who was the second Frieza for Dragon Ball, but after Linda Young, who famous for
Genkai.
Frieza and Genkai and many other, sadly we lost Christopher, and he was such an amazing actor. I followed his work, when he started and all the way to the end. Just the fact that all happened, but they still kept going. And if you listen because there's a point where the last line for Chris was here, and then Damon starts here. It's so like it matched up perfectly. I was like, you couldn't tell. Like you couldn't tell that such things were going on. But obviously, I do agree with you. I do agree with you. If they did, that would totally work. That would absolutely work. Hell, they even decided
humans, and then Lousy spray.
And hell, if again, I know I said that Eric Stewart should be Balgenia, but Damon Clark could also, Damon could also be Bells as well.
Yeah.
But not much happens in this episode other than just the whole bike incident. Not really anything worth talking about. I mean, the family and whatnot, Kotaro just, having the last 5 or 6 minutes of the movie Grease in the quarry with Bells. Just not again, this is one of those episodes I'm like, you could fast forward through this one. This one's not really necessary.
Yeah.
Well, let's see here. We go on to episode 26 of our review, Save the Super Powered Girl. What? Yep,
that's what we're hearing. Save the Super Powered Girl.
So, apparently, Gorgum's mission this time is to take advantage of girls obsessed with strength and give them superpowers.
For some reason.
Is this like the Me Too movement, or one of those very, very it starts off with good intentions, but then somewhat gets manipulated towards the end type of story? Because no joke. I mean, I am there with you, ladies. I am there with you. Okay, it's just we all gotta agree that sometimes, God Almighty, it starts off good, and then for some reason you take
someone has to ruin it.
Someone takes that hard right where there is no right. Where it's only a one-way street, and for some reason you just slam right into the wall. For what reason, I don't know. And then we're all looking at you like, what was that about? But so give us a quick synopsis here, Michael.
All right. So basically, in this episode, we need to do some more. I just realized we went through episode 25 so quickly. Basically, this girl wants to be super strong. She gets made fun of for not being strong enough. Basically, if you're familiar with that episode of Power Rangers Turbo with Justin, it's literally that episode of Power Rangers Turbo with Justin. But of course, Buffalo from Power Rangers Jungle Fury basically takes over her body. So now she has the power of the Buffalo Spirit. And she even beats Kotaro in a arm wrestling match. Just like Justin Stewart in that one episode of Power Rangers Turbo. But of course, she becomes increasingly aggressive. So much so that she has the voice of a big, strong man in his 30s. And really, it makes facial expressions like one. But of course, this aggro is not okay. So Kotaro has to figure out why this is happening. She becomes so aggro, she even flips him over.
Yeah, she literally carries him like the Big Show over the shoulder, nearly slams him into the canvas.
Oh man, it was crazy watching. Even Truck-kun stands no match against her.
Yeah, no, this one wouldn't get isekai. This one would isekai the damn truck.
Yeah. The time Truck-kun got isekai'd. Actually, make that an actual anime. The time Truck-kun got isekai'd.
And he just becomes like the just some holy knight in some in some medieval times.
Mhm.
So it's pretty much just that whole like little man syndrome, but to give it a twist, it's a girl.
Yeah. Even like racketeers, this ice cream dude who's like, it's like, hey, I want ice cream for everyone. Do you have any money? I got a beef. And like the kids are menacing. Even a police officer can't stop her. And then when the kids start running, and she's like, "You dare betray me!" I'm like, "Girl, got trust issues."
You know, we respect a very very strong women in this on this
Podcast.
channel. We do.
But the thing is, you got to use that strength responsibly, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, no, that is got. I mean, there is no red pill here. There is none of that here. That is just utter nonsense.
No. We're not closeted about anything. We're wide open about every detail about ourselves.
Yeah,
except for our home address. That's kind of like drawing the line in the sand. But other than that, like we're not closeted about anything, ladies and gentlemen.
It truly is quite interesting how it all just plays out. Obviously,
Yeah.
Using like the alpha mentality, especially that of the buffalo.
Mm-hmm.
But he does actually separate the two, though.
That's good, which makes it less of a threat when he needs to, like save the actual little girl. Of course, the little girl is not too happy because, she misses having that strength. But, again, you got your super strength from a cult. Like I get it. But here's the thing. No vegan diet, no vegan powers. Them's the rules.
Yeah.
And yes, buffalo meat is not vegan.
Whoever said it was.
Well, tell that to Superman.
Again, I'm like, Superman and Captain Marvel got their asses kicked by
Robin. By Robin. And not just Robin, Lego Robin.
Post Juno Michael Cera.
Mm-hmm.
Like, also, it's kind of like Michael Cera now has thug status because not only did he beat up Superman, but he also slept with Captain Marvel. So.
And he beat Captain America. He beat Katara.
He beat up a lot of future superheroes in that movie. It's like
fantastic.
It's so weird. Yeah, it's so weird. It's so weird. It really is.
Because keep in mind, Brandon Routh was already Superman, and Mae Whitman was already Katara before they were in Scott Pilgrim.
Yes, that is true. That is true.
Yeah. Now, what's his name? He wasn't Captain America yet, but he was already Johnny Storm. So there's also that.
Yeah, but again, you got beaten up by Michael Cera. Like a more scrawnier version of Michael Cera. Not to say that Michael Cera has improved much since those.
Yeah.
Okay, fine. But that's about it for that episode. Other than just separating the two and realizing that physical strength is not necessarily a good thing.
Also, the plan for Gorgum just did not make sense. It's like, oh, kids know that adults are stronger, so if we made a kid stronger than adults, and it will create discourse in human society. I'm like, that makes no sense.
So your plan was pretty much to throw over the monarchy, but it's more of the monarchy between children and their parents.
Hierarchy, yes.
Yeah. So I'm like, again, Gorgum, what exactly were you planning on with this? Like, what was the end game other than creating a bunch of red-pilled chads and chadettes?
Well, don't you know? Our evil plan is to, yes. Our evil plan is to, yes. Our evil plan is to. Okay, I'm waiting for the big reveal. You know what? Now I don't even want to tell you.
I don't want to tell you because you're not even going to appreciate what it is.
Yeah.
I don't
well, but either way, there's a simple explanation for that.
I am just at a loss here. I really am. I'm like, what were you guys trying to do?
Yeah, clearly the competence award for the week clearly goes to Belgenia.
Yeah, Belgenia had one on this week, but then the motorcycle thing just kind of, again, it went against him. So he still did better though.
Yeah, he showed improvement since our last podcast. Let's hope he keeps improving.
And of course, and again, the three wise guys here. Really, I mean, it's like it was Belgenia that protected the Almanite.
Yeah,
it was he who said no, let him do his thing, and almost 60.
It almost worked.
Almost worked.
Like we low key killed a kid.
Even the whole thing with the coelacanth, it was like, yeah, what exactly?
What's your game plan here?
What was your game plan? What was that about? Yeah. Belgenia had one this week, while the wise guys only had like literally -3. Everything they did this week was just so
stupid.
And again, like this would not have happened in the earlier episodes,
Yeah, like earlier episodes, they had a lot better plans. Like that whole corporate espionage thing that made a lot more sense. But no, this week, fam, you guys are not cooking.
No, not at all.
And I get it. You want to revive the Century King Nobuhiko, but the thing is, it's like, how's that coming along? Because we've been waiting for half a year now. I mean, obviously not us. Like, we've only been at this for a month. But if you're the TV audience from 87, we've been waiting for half a year now and still no progress on that insect rice cooker of yours.
Not one bit.
No. Still waiting for him to finish cooking.
Yeah. But that's it.
Yeah.
That's literally it.
That's the end of it.
That's the end of the review right there, folks. Like, nothing more, nothing less else to say. Bells actually did good this week.
Surprisingly, yeah. So Bells, just for you, just this one time. Yep, that's it. We're done.
Yeah.
For me, I have to go with 9, 6, 7, 8 for these 4 episodes.
I mean, the first 2 I will say is an 8. Those were more story-wise. That's why it kind of went down.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
The whole thing with the bike really made no sense, and then this whole premise made no sense. So that goes down to like a 6 in a lot of it. So 2/8 and a 6. Like, we could have had something more here. That could have been more of an enticing story. But the fact of the matter is that again, people did say, and they did actually mention that this is what was going to happen. Like you will notice a tonal shift entering these later episodes. So this is what you guys do. Because again, was there a reason that we needed to have the sons of the Kamen Rider? No. Was there a reason to juice up a young girl and have her be like the school bully? This all kind of seems like earlier, like 70s Ichigo like themed episodes, you know?
Yeah.
And it's like, but I thought you guys were supposed to be the nitty gritty, rebooted Kamen Rider. Like, why does this feel like 74 all over again? Well, some people.
Wow, 74. We're going to X territory.
Well, it's like 74, like in like early 70s Kamen Rider. Like, why are we doing that? Why? This is the 80s. Like, again, there was that whole thing. Like, some people wanted to go, further and more into it, and others were like, "Come on, man, it's Ichigo, it's Kamen Rider." Like, we gotta. Like, can you imagine if they just kept rehashing like the stories of like from Heisei and then to Neo Heisei, like if they just did Kuga and Agito and that's what the premise of Double and Oz was to be?
Well, for W was very Kuga-ish in terms of just like the overall premise, but they clearly kept it fresh.
Like it's one thing if you give homage to a series, obviously, but really, like there's no reason for it because again, I have looked into this. I'm like, then why introduce these stories and these premises if we're not going to do anything with them? You're just doing it for like a fan service.
Mm-hmm.
And even so, I'm like, yeah, the kids that grew up watching Ichigo and V3 and even X, they kind of all like at this point are like already maybe in their mid to late 20s.
Mm-hmm.
This is now for the kids of the 80s, and I do know of some people that did grow up watching Black, so I kind of do talk to them about their experiences with Kamen Rider Black. So it all depends how you look at it. It's kind of like us growing up in the 90s, our experiences with the early Marvel animated series and Batman, Superman, like the DC and the Marvel animated cartoons, like it all depends on how you looked at it. Some people like them, some people don't. Some people hype this show up, and some people say that was just absolute garbage. Others prefer like more the campier, like, I know people that will argue that the Batman was better than the animated series Batman. I have some people that will say the Brave and the Bold was even superior than the animated Batman.
I mean, I would not agree with that, but I will say that Brave and the Bold was underrated.
It's underrated. I will say that it's very underrated. But it's like, again, it's like what you were trying to go for, what you were trying to do. I would say stick to your guns, but again, this was the 80s. They were not very yeah, they were like, and also the fact like, just hammering in like the toy sales, like the bike and this and that. I'm like, is that really necessary? Yeah, for toy sales, yeah. So anyway, yeah, those are my thoughts on these episodes and so far what we've gotten into. The tonal shift has started here, so let's see how it all plays out.
Mm-hmm. All right, so let's go into the comments. So we got someone speaking in Arabic. Are you guys from America? Yes, we are.
We are.
Yes, we are.
Is that what it translates to?
Yep. I don't speak Arabic, but
Neither do I.
I do recognize the word American right there. So it's like, I'm guessing it's asking if we're American. Let's see. This one I actually do need to translate. Do you like the Dino Charge movie? I didn't even know they had a Dino Charge movie.
Dino Charge had a movie.
Yeah, I mean, was there like a set of episodes?
Was it
where
a
like
movie
in
was it like kind of like what Kyoryuger did, or was it that they just took like an episode or two and put them together to like?
That's what I'm thinking. Like in whatever Arabic speaking country you're from, I don't want to assume. Did they take a couple of episodes and just squeeze them together into an hour-long special? Because Loki, that's what they did with Clash of the Red Rangers in what's it called, the Samurai, yeah, where like they took like the two Shinkenger movies and just put them together and just like haphazardly added Scott into the plot.
That
very haphazardly.
That was so random. That was so random.
Yeah, but, can you believe that that's the only like bona fide crossover episode that they've had until Ninja Steel?
You know, just a quick on like, you know, Power Rangers in general. You know, bless them for what they tried to do and the resources that they had at the time. I just feel as though like from, you know, let's just say after Samurai. I know some people will debate me that during or before. I just feel as though after Samurai, they had no faith in this. They literally like, well, contractually, business-wise, we're stuck with it, so let's try to make it work. Like, they had so much faith and promise in Samurai. And I'm not saying that Samurai is bad or anything. Mm-hmm. I mean, if people want to say that Samurai was like the Disney era of, you know, the Saban age, I'm like, yeah, you know, let me ask this question with that, okay? If the Disney era was so bad, okay, that so many people say so, why is it that when it comes to meet and greets, convention appearances, all this stuff, it's mainly the Disney era that gets the most? SPD, Mystic Force, Jungle Fury, RPM.
Yeah, I was surprised to see so many Jungle Fury fans last year.
It
like
blew my mind. It really did.
Like I knew I'm a big Jungle Fury fan. Like I know I'm the Jungle Fury guy. You know, like I did the Jungle Fury villain panel when we had that online convention back in 2021. And when you look at our 2024 interviews, it's like almost all of my like Loki, half of my interviews were Jungle Fury cast members. Pretty much the only people from Jungle Fury I did not interview were Anna Hutchinson, Algin, forgot his last name, and Master Gwen, but Leo did Master Gwen because she was Kat Manx. Yeah. So like I can't do that one. And yeah, I could have done Jeff Dolan, but I already interviewed Jeff Dolan twice online, and it's like, let's be honest, Clement needed the number. So no, Ryan needed the number. So I gave Jeff Dolan to Ryan. But other than those two, you know, I got hold on, let me see how many people I got. Beat, Holly, Sarah, Nikolai, Paul, David, and seven of my 13 interviews were Jungle Fury cast members. And yes, it was so cool that like the Jungle Fury cast had like a bunch of fans in the middle of the corridor sing the Jungle Fury theme song with them. And I'm sorry I wasn't able to be there because I was literally in the middle of an interview with one of the other actors. It was literally mid-interview when it was happening, and I'm really sorry about that, guys. But yeah, no, I was surprised to see that. Yeah, I'm not alone in this. Like, Jungle Fury is super popular, and like I love that. It's beautiful to me. But yeah, no, like,
No, please continue.
but yeah, no, like, and I know other seasons have their fans. Like, I know that Samara Shoemaker, shout out to her, is a huge Mystic Force fan. You know, like, props to her. And I'm pretty sure there's like other people who are huge Mystic Force fans. I think Ryan, I think his favorite Disney season is Mystic Force. And I know there's Ninja Storm fans what's her name? I know like she's like she uses Baba Yaga in her like screen name. I keep forgetting her name. But she had like a Tori costume and then a Vita costume. I keep forgetting her name. So shout outs to her too. Let's see. Like I know there's Dino Thunder fans because like how could you not like Dino Thunder? I know there's SPD fans. Like I'm a big SPD fan. Like Bridge is like one of my most favorite Rangers in the Disney era overall. You know, it's like, don't tell that to Nikolai. No, they're both fantastic. But yeah, no, it's like, and yeah, it's like, let's be honest. Sarah Thompson, you know, she was also in SPD as a certain villain character. So yeah, no, like Disney had a lot of good stuff, and honestly, like. It's the New Zealand cast that and sometimes Australia cast that are always like trying to come to America more than anyone else, and they're the ones who are always happy to do interviews with us. Not hating on the American actors, no, you guys do it too. But Kiwi actors like they love it when we geek out about shorties.
You know, bless them for what they did, but I mean, in all honesty.
Mm-hmm.
There was no love for anything after that. It just to me it just seems so like
we never got Shout Factory DVDs for Samurai Onward. Yeah. When you watch Forever Kids, you know, on the Pluto TV, guess which seasons of Power Rangers they always play? Literally only the first 17 plus the reversion first season of my.
Yeah.
Yes, they even do the reversioned Mighty Morphin, but not Samurai.
It truly is sad that, you know, no much love gets to that, but I will say with Dino Charge
at least had a lot of toy market.
They had a lot of toys. I was actually very surprised about that, but also, you know, just the level of I guess of love that they gave it. And, you know, I mean, it was a good series. I mean, obviously I'm more of a fan of the Japanese version of the show. But you know, we give love to the Rangers here now and then from all walks. So you know, if you're watching, thank you for you know, we do share love about. If we could talk about Dino Charge, we would, but maybe a later time.
Yeah, I mean, like when our show started, we were still reviewing Ninja Steel, so you know, maybe at some point we will go back to the first 22 seasons of Power Rangers.
Maybe.
Yeah, maybe. Like, we definitely did Ninja. I don't know how much of Ninja Steel we covered because I joined in 2020. But, yeah, I know that we covered Ninja Steel. We did both seasons of Beast Morphers for sure. I was there for Dino Charge and so not Dino Charge, Dino Fury and Cosmic Fury. So like I was there for all of that. Just nothing before Beast Morphers season 2 because the first episode I appeared in was the Pan Global Games episode where Leo incorrectly said I'm Siberian when I'm actually Ukrainian. Like I literally had my hometown's football jacket and everything. But you know, it is what it is.
Yeah.
But yeah, much love to our fans globally. Yes, they are from the US. Yes, we are.
Yes, okay. Thank you.
I'm still upset about Taki's cousin not coming back more. At least bring over Mari's niece or something.
I don't know.
I don't know. I don't know. Like maybe when we cover Black RX, maybe we can pretend that Kotaro's girlfriend was vaguely related to Yuri.
Maybe. I
Maybe.
don't.
Because at
Maybe.
least she's a martial artist. She's a martial artist. Like, good for her. Like, she's doing the Curtis and Richie thing of, like, being the civilian fighter. But, you know, maybe headcanon, we can pretend that she's loosely related to Yuri. Alrighty. Congrats, Belginia. You are making progress.
Yeah, he did. He totally did.
Yeah. You got 10 episodes to shape up. Alrighty. Let's hope he does. But until next time, we hope you enjoyed. Please be sure to comment, like, and subscribe to us on YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. Ding the bell icon. Stay notified for our latest videos. So we do Kamen Rider Black, Kamen Rider Zets, number 1 Sentai Gojuger, Ultraman Omega, and Tojima Tanzaboro wants to be a Kamen Rider. And yes, we're finally getting our first tournament arc on that show. Let's hope it'll be the only one.
Hopefully.
Yeah, and this is coming from a Yu Yu Hakusho fan. I'm not a fan of tournament arcs. But yeah. Also check out our interviews with Mike Gatto and John Tui from Robo Toy Fest. That's right, the White Lightning and the Dark Shadow from Mighty Morphin Power Rangers and Power Rangers SPD. We had a great time doing those interviews. We hope you enjoy watching them. Check out our sister channel, The Buttery Show, where we discuss all things movies and TV shows. We recently uploaded 2 vlogs, one for ToonCon, one for our visit to the Billy Idol concert. It's a nice day to tour again. And, of course, check out our ToonCon interview with Suzanne Blakesley, who not only played many Disney villainesses, but also played a certain godmother, one that's fairly odd, dare I say. And we have more interviews and vlogs on that channel to come. So check out our personal content. We're both on Instagram. We love saying hi to you guys, so definitely say hi to us. And, of course, if you want to say hi to us in person instead, you can meet us at the Pasadena Convention Center on January 25th at Pasadena Comic-Con and on August 28th through the 30th for Power Morphicon, where we celebrate Mystic Force's 20th anniversary. We love you guys. Can't wait to see you guys there. And until next time, be sure to sleep off that turkey and have a great start to your week. Have a good one. Bye.
Good night, guys.